Cowabunga dudes and dudettes, this is Anthony, aka BatBomb82, and today I'll be doing a review of Wave 27 of Battle Tribes as part of the new Power Tribes lineup. Now I am so stoked for all of these figures as we've seen some pretty awesome ones already from Warlords of War, and I cannot wait to check out the rest with you guys. So without further ado, let's check out this newest wave of Battle Tribes. Alright guys, now let's check out this newest wave of Battle Tribes. And how cool are these? You can see I have some of the ones that came out from Warlords of War recently. So this is pretty cool. This is pretty exciting, man, what we're getting here. It's a really massive drop across multiple companies, and I think it's super cool. So now this time we're taking a look at the Battle Tribes waves of figures. So first thing we do get with this drop, we get a Battle Tribes sticker like this. Has kind of those superpower stars in the back like that. I think is really cool, so I love that. We actually did get a Warlords of War one with the previous drop, so it's pretty cool. Getting a little collection of stickers here, so I dig that a lot. And then we also got a checklist. Now, we've seen this checklist before online, and if you got your previous order with the Warlords of War, you should have gotten the same checklist. But it's pretty cool, so we have some of these figures now. Not quite all of them. We're still missing a few, so I'm really curious to see what we get here. Now, we can see at the back, we do have a list of those actual figures, as well as the companies that are going to be working with this drop. So it's pretty cool, man. I'm really excited about all of these. I'm super stoked. So now, let's go ahead and hop right into it, shall we? I'm going to start off with this guy right here. Now, this is Astro Punch. This is a really cool looking character. He's the betrayer of his own power dynasty. I think this is so cool, man. The colors turned out awesome. And this is one of those things where, like, I really like how they mixed and matched a lot of different pieces from multiple Battle Tribes figures. Like, you have the basic Battle Tribes buck here, but then you have like the Warlords of War head and armor and like weapons, but you also have like the ninja arms, which is really nice, and then you have the wrestling boots. So all these different pieces make for one pretty badass figure here. So you can see all the different accessories that he does come with, all done in that red, white, and blue. The colors just pop to me. I just think they stand out so cool. And then you can see the different types of like weapons you can make and things like that. So I love it, man. So I'm going to pop this head off here because I really want to show off. I'm always a sucker for the Cobra head. I just think that is such a cool, it's definitely one of my favorites here. And I look at that, man. I think that looks awesome. Really love how that stands out. That red, the white around the eyes. I just think it looks so cool, man. Even the back there looks awesome. So I really dig how this came out. If my camera would actually focus, I think he's just too bright for my camera, honestly, but still looking really cool. And then there's also this head right here. I don't know about you guys, but this kind of makes it look like Proto Man from the Mega Man franchise. That's just kind of the vibe I'm getting. I'm not sure if that's what they were going for, but that's definitely what that looks like to me. So I don't know, maybe you can make some type of custom out of that. So I think that looks pretty cool too. So go ahead and pop that off and pop on the regular head here. And yeah, man, this guy, I just think it looks super cool. Again, those colors really stand out to me as something special. All right, next up we have Mr. Kismet. I think this is so cool, dude. So first of all, giant Dr. Fate fan I am. So seeing this is really awesome. I just love the colors. It just works. It looks very much like that classic toy. I love how they utilize that Warlords of War helmet to give that type of helmet with the eyes on there. I think that's super cool. So I love the way they did that. We do got those soft goods type of like cloak or cape that we've seen on a few figures in the past, and I love this. Is actually a really nice, stretchy, a very soft material. So I love the way that works. And then you have a little sai in his hand like that, the Ankh symbol for him. So that works out pretty cool. And you can see all the different things that he does come with as well. You can see that he comes more of the ninja type weapons and accessories, so I love that a lot. But what's really cool, we get this little fella right here. I think this is genius. I think it works so good. This is our little Mr. Mixaplex. I think this looks awesome, man. It's very, very simple, but the colors, you're just like, yeah, dude, that's totally who it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? So I think that works out great. So getting these two together, I think is awesome, man. And this legit just adds another character to this whole draw. So I love the way that turned out. Very, very smart thinking for the guys over at Spy Monkey and, Man and Monster. But what's really cool, I'm going to take this off right here. You can take off the arms, and I'm going to take off this entire head. Then I'm going to go ahead and put on this upper torso right here, like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and put on these arms right here, and then like so. So I'm going to put this stuff on. I'll give them some chucks, just give them that like there. And boom, now you have a new ninja figure like that. So if you wanted to have some type of ninja, you could totally work that as well. Got the swords on the back, got some chucks. It is noted that he does have the wrestling trunks right here with the basic Battle Tribes buck, ninja parts, as well as some Warlords of War parts. So it's really cool seeing how they just mixed and mashed everything together to make these characters, which I think is really cool. So I love the alternatives to figures like this. So having a Fate Ninja is pretty badass. Next up, we have the Action Archer. Now look how cool this guy turned out, man. I absolutely dig what they have done here. The colors just work, those two-tone greens. Even on the belt here, you got their bands around the biceps. I think it looks really cool. But I love the heads here. You have that painted on mask with a blonde goatee. I just think it works really cool. You have these arrows printed on the shield, I think, that are pretty rad too. But I love this whole arm attachment. It's almost like a cyborg-like type of bow casters, which I think is really cool. So I dig that, man. And again, this does come with some extra pieces to build all that kind of stuff too. You even have like a little backpack, a little piece you could put on the back like that to be some type of like quiver, I guess you could say. But I think it's really cool. And you can see all the different things that he does come with again. This is a very deluxe feeling figure. You got all the more basic Battle Tribes Barbarian parts, as well as all the extra parts to build the bow and his backpack and whatever extra things you want to do. So you get a ton with this particular figure. So again, I just love the way this turned out. So I'm going to go ahead and take off this arm here. I'm going to go ahead and take off that. And then I'm going to take off this head and then this backpack because I want to put some stuff on here. So I want to go ahead and put on the regular arm right here, the regular type of barbarian head like that. So that works out good like so. Let's go ahead and remove that torso because I'm going to go ahead and put on the actual like furry armor here like that. So boom, like this. So this is working pretty good. Get that back in there like that. Then I want to go ahead and put on that masked like wolf-like head because I think that works out really cool. Let's go ahead and give him a sword. And let's go ahead and give him the axe like that. Boom. And I think this looks cool, dude. So I love the way that works. So if you just wanted a more standard Battle Tribes figure, you can totally do that. And I think this looks killer. The two-tone colors and the weapons, that furry vest, and then the headpiece right here still has the blonde goatee. I think that's super cool. But I just dig the way it's turned out. Again, the colors, man, just popped to me. This looks like something very special, and I'm just super happy with this. Next up, we have Rocket Shot. Oh man, I am super happy with the way this figure turned out. These colors are just so iconic to me, especially if you love that vintage line. And if I remember correctly, that character wasn't an actual DC Comics character. I believe they created him specifically for the toy line. So that's really cool, kind of a unique thing for this guy. But now we're seeing this in Battle Tribes form, or I just love it. I think it's really cool. The helmet, again, that like fuchsia like color skin with the black and yellow armor and bits like that. I love how we get the asymmetry of the arms, this whole yellow arm with an attachment like that, and the belt, which I think is really cool. So again, really awesome mix and mash of parts. You got the Battle Tribes buck, the Warlords of War head, armor, and arm like that. You got the wrestling belt. I mean, it's really cool, man. I really give props to all the people that worked on these. I think they did such a good job, and I really dig how this turned out. You can also see all the different parts that he does come with as well, done in the black and yellow, and that, again, that fuchsia just looks so good, man. Really stands out something special here. Now I want to go ahead and take off this arm like that, and I'm gonna go ahead and put on that, actually, you know, I'm gonna switch this around to this side like that. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put on the clobber arm like that. So let's do this right here. So, you know, pardon me while I just play with my toys, because that's kind of like what I like doing while I'm, you know, making videos. Let's go ahead and pop on this head right here. Dude, look at that. Oh man, those colors, dude, they just stand out. They look really cool. So I love the different options that we're getting here. Go ahead and pop that off. And again, one of my all-time favorite heads from these toys is that Cobra head. Wow, dude, again, look at that fuchsia, the black, the yellow eyes. I love the black coming down the center of the head like that. The back just looks super cool. Wow, dude, I'm super impressed with this. And, you know, let's just go ahead and show off the other head, too. Why not? Because I think it looks cool, too. So look at that. All black helmet with that fuchsia skin tone, the yellow visor right there, the goggles. Dude, this looks super cool. I really like this, man. So, yeah, this is just me playing with my toys. Pardon me, but I love these guys. I think they came out so great. I will leave a link and everything in the bio below. But he just turned out super awesome. I am so happy to have him in my collection. So there it is, guys, my review of Wave 27 of Battle Tribes. And how awesome is this drop? And honestly, all of the figures that we've gotten so far from Warlords of War and Battle Tribes, and hey, we still got a ton more that it's going to make for an awesome collection. But man, this particular drop is so cool. Every last character just stands out as something special, and it's crazy to think that just the color decos alone are so iconic that you know exactly what they're based on just by looking at the colors. It's such a cool mix and mash of parts. And again, I really pay tribute to all the people that have worked on these. They are just so well done, and all the different option parts to make any type of figure that you want. I mean, even the extra parts are really cool to me. So in my opinion, this drop is awesome, totally rad, and a definite must get. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.